friends are like old memories. They always remind you of your past, and we are reminding ourselves of the past episodes from this week of Good Company for the best of Good Company with me, Hollie Taylor. Our conversation today has been about our favorite characters. That's right. Not talking about people who inspire us, like maybe a Sterling John, but the books, the fictional characters that inspire us or just unlock our imagination, like Alice from Alice in Wonderland, one of mine and my sister's favorites. Producer Mike, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. The wheels are turning.
They are. There weren't many books that I read when I was younger.
Okay.
But characters, I mean, okay, I know this isn't where you're going with this one. Ash Ketchum from Pokemon.
Okay.
The TV show.
All right.
He's this 10-year-old boy, and his dream is to get out there and be a Pokemon master.
Okay.
Who's like, in Pokemon battles, he wins and becomes the champion. And just his perseverance and his determination for a 10-year-old boy was really inspiring when I was younger. So, I'm unlikely place to see a hero, an archetype to look up to, but that's mine.
I'll
Ash
take
Ketchum
it
from Pokemon.
Because I think Pokemon's kind of odd. My kids are collecting cards.
It is definitely odd.
If you can find inspiration and turn out to be a relatively adjusted adult,
Oh, thank you.
then okay, not all hope is lost. But I love how you're able to pull that out of that character. And assuming it's a cartoon, I guess comic character more so than cartoon.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But still giving you encouragement.
Yeah, an inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, take it. You can write that down.
Okay.
Yeah. not that you need my permission.
No, I have Hollie's permission now. I can continue watching Pokemon into my 30s. Thank you.
Best uncle points ever. Oh, my goodness. All right, we got a text message here, 905-338-1250. This is from Rachel. She says, yes, I loved Alice from Alice in Wonderland, but I also really appreciated pretty much all the Disney princesses, especially Belle. She loved to read, and as a child, as an introvert, and I love to read too. Yeah, see, it's important to be able to see yourselves in the different characters and to see how they overcame adversity. And so thank you very much, Rachel, for sharing the inspirational character that you had growing up. I'm Hollie Taylor. We're talking about the things we can get for $10. Well, back in the day, in the 90s. Producer Mike, were you buying things in the 90s? Like, did your parents give you any money or?
Let's see. I was feeding a Tamagotchi in the 90s.
Ooh, which are now back.
Yeah. Are they?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. It's very interesting. As I was watching the movies from the 90s, like, I saw the girl's shirt, and I'm like, my daughter has that very shirt. Like, what's old is new again.
Yeah, it does go for full circle, doesn't it?
It does. I'm like, all the fashions, it didn't even feel like out of place. I'm like, oh yeah, no, fanny pack, got one. Because it's true. All right, so you didn't really buy anything in the 90s, did you?
No, but you know what? I pulled up a flyer here. It's from No Frills in 1997.
Yeah.
What is this? 2-liter thing of Coke for 99 cents.
My
romaine
goodness.
lettuce. I had a lettuce, 69 cents. Kielbasa sausage. That's good. It's usually expensive.
Yeah.
$4.99 a pound.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Also, you say kielbasa.
How is it pronounced?
No, that's right. From where I'm from, we said kubasa.
Oh, well, it's definitely not that.
No, it is. It is. I grew up with Ukrainians, my friend.
Okay.
So I think it just depends on what region, perhaps. Kubasa, kielbasa, maybe one's with the accent and one's anglicized. I don't know, but I like that.
Quarter-pound burgers, 59 cents.
Okay, stop. I'm getting depressed.
Okay, sorry.
Let's go to a text line, okay? 905-338-1250. Text message here from Lisa. She says, oh, I remember getting 5-cent candies, Hollie. Well, Lisa, pin a rose in your nose. 5-cent candies? And I think my mom says she remembers penny candies. So, man, when we had pennies, you could find a few pennies and go get a candy. Now, it's like it's a mini paperweight. It's worth literally nothing. Lisa, 5-cent candies? Man, I missed out. I only had the 10-cent candies. Well, here we are. Reminiscing of days gone by. A message here from Betty. She says, I remember getting our milk in bottles delivered to us. But what was the price? Oh, man, that is definitely a throwback. Love it. Guys, keep them coming. 905-338-1250. Whether you're joining us through a radio, going to the AM side of the dial to 1250, or joining us using newer technologies like a smartphone and downloading the MyJoy Radio app, thank you so much for being a part of Good Company today as we reminisce. We take a trip down memory lane as there are things that we experienced our kids will never know. And just how quickly things have changed between prices, education. There's been a lot of changes. But here's one thing. Do you remember watching the Jetsons? They had their flying vehicle. And you thought, oh man, when I get older, for sure, they're going to have flying vehicles. And now here we are, 2023. And I mean, with electric vehicles, that's kind of neat-ish. Although I'll always be a girl who likes to drive standard. But according to the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration in the States, they have certified testing for a vehicle from a California startup. It is described as a flying car. Guys, it could be here. It's fully electric, and it can both fly and travel on the roads. And it just received U.S. government approval. So it's like a vehicle aircraft. It's dubbed the Model A, and it's the first of its kind in the U.S. So it can park like a normal car, but it can also fly at a range of 110 miles. And there we go. They're looking at selling the vehicle for $300,000, and the first delivery will hit people's doors, hopefully, metaphorically speaking, 2025. So within 2 years, guys, we could have flying cars in the U.S., which means probably people in Canada who are smart and doing aviation stuff, looking at, doing their own. I'm sure Russia also looking to do their own. Maybe this will be the next race, flying cars. Which country will emerge with them first? Thank you for joining us here on Good Company, whether it be tuning in through the MyJoy Radio app, going to the web browser and going to joyradio.ca. Also, you can listen to us using smart speakers and, of course, the old-fashioned way, jumping onto your radio, AM 1250. I'm Hollie Taylor, and today is National Father-Daughter Take a Walk Day. And I wanted to talk about this because it's not just about fathers and daughters taking a walk. It is about creating time, places and spaces to really create those core memories and have some cherished time together with those that you love. And we're heading into a weekend, and I just thought, what are some of those things that you are going to be doing this weekend to really spend time with those that you love, spend time talking, laughing, and just overall bonding? That's the theme of today, but it should be a theme of every day. We can make incredible memories, sometimes doing the simplest of things. So I'm curious, what are some of those memories that you've made over the years, and maybe it was just a simple thing that you used to do? I mean, I remember sitting down watching The Price is Right with my grandmother and having tea. And that was just something that we did. It was time we spent together. We would play along, and it's something I'll never forget. It was simple. So these things that we do to spend time with our loved ones, it doesn't have to be grandiose, doesn't have to be, something expensive. We just have to be present. I'm Hollie Taylor. Kind of a funny story about Garfield phones. You might be thinking, Hollie, what? I know. Just bear with me. I just found it funny because can you imagine walking on a beautiful beach in France, and then all of a sudden you see a Garfield phone just washed up on shore? Well, it has been 30 years that these phones have been washed up along a particular beach in France. And the mystery is now officially solved. Apparently there was a shipping container and it sank in the 80s, and they recently found it in a hidden cave. And guess what the load was that they were carrying? Yeah, old Garfield phones, the kinds where the eyes pop open. Do you remember those from back in the day? So there you go. It's not just the Garfield factory deep below. It was actually a shipment that never made it to its destination. So just kind of a fun story. Man, I wish gold would wash up on the shore and I could grab that. Maybe some rare artifacts, but no, some Garfield phones. So random. That's your random story for today, my friends.